A lot has happened since Genshin Impact first took the world by storm last year. To get you ready for the next chapter in the story, we're catching up on everything that's happened so far in Mihoyo's free-to-play MMO. Beware of spoilers if you haven't already played through the main quest. After your protagonist, the Traveller, crashes to Teyvat and teams up with the spirit Paimon, the pair head to the city of Mondstadt, where they hope to find clues that point them in the direction of the Traveller's lost sibling. It turns out that the town is coming under frequent attacks from a rampaging dragon known as Storm Terror. Meanwhile, a shady cult called the Abyss Order is ramping up its operations. It's not long before you encounter Venti, a bard who calms the dragon's rage with music. Venti explains that Storm Terror is actually one of the Four Winds, named Valin, entrusted to watch over Mondstadt by the Archon of Wind, Barbatos. Soon after, Venti reveals himself to be Barbatos himself and informs us that it's none other than the pesky Abyss Order who are behind the dragon's recent violence. The team manages to return Dvalin to his senses, but upon returning the Holy Lyre, they are attacked by a Fatui Harbinger, one of the 11 commanders of Snezhnaya's military spy network. The newly emerged enemy, called La Senora, reaches into Venti's chest and pulls out a chess piece. It turns out this is called a Gnosis, and it's the source of an Archon's power. Tsaritsa, the queen of Snezhnaya, is trying to gather all 7 of them in the pursuit of ultimate power. It's up to us to stop her from achieving this goal. The Traveller heads to the city of Lyra in pursuit of Rex Lapis, the Archon of Geo. Shortly after we arrive, we find that Rex Lapis has been killed, and as an outsider, we are the prime suspect. Luckily, a new character named Child steps in to help us escape. To get some more answers, the party seeks out Ningguang, the leader of the Qixing, in her floating palace, the Jade Chamber. Here, we learn that the Fatui are causing trouble all over the world, not just in Mondstadt. We return to Lyra to find that Child was not as virtuous as he seemed, and is in fact trying to snatch the Gnosis for himself. But when he arrives at Rex Lapis's resting place, he finds the Gnosis is already gone. For the epic finale of the Lyra arc, Child summons an ancient sea monster, Osile, that has been trapped in the seabed beyond Lyra for centuries. Running out of options, Ningguang decides to sacrifice her home, dropping the Jade Chamber on top of the raging sea monster like a bomb. The ensuing explosion consumes Osile, destroying the beast and saving the region from certain doom. Once the dust has settled, we find out that Zhongli is in fact the Geo Archon and orchestrated Child's plan in order to test the Lyra people, to see if they were ready to live without a god watching over them. Impressed by our heroics, he hands over the Gnosis. With 2 Archons found, our party gets ready to head to the island nation of Inazuma, the new land introduced in the 2.0 update. Before that, however, we've got a few more revelations in store. Along their travels, our hero encounters a mysterious stranger named Dainsluth. Together, the pair begin to investigate the Abyss Order, eventually discovering the shocking truth. The leader of the Abyss Order is none other than their own sibling. Our hero tries to convince their sibling to give up the ways of evil, but as we know, things are never that easy in the world of Teyvat. Our sibling dashes into a portal to make their escape, and Dainsluth follows, but the portal closes before our hero can enter. Which brings us up to the present moment. A mysterious evil is at large, and our sibling appears to be at the heart of it. The only thing left to do is head to Inazuma and get more information from the Electro Archon. Download the 2.0 update to find out what happens next.